Oh my God, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know who this is over here? It's been so long.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months. Can you believe that? I can't. We used to say, we have to go. The recap was this week with Marla and Denny. What we did now, it's 2 months with 2 months recap with Marla and Denny.
This month with Marla and Denny, right?
Yeah, it's been 2 months. And you know what though?
What?
It went by so fast.
Yeah, I see the reason why right here. You brought John. She finally has John in the hot seat, folks.
That's all right.
We got John here.
We could talk about a lot of things, but we're just going to talk about what kind of mischief this gal has gotten herself into in the last 2 months.
You have no idea. So,
okay. I don't have an idea.
You have no idea. Let's back up.
Okay, last we spoke, you went on a cruise, right?
I was we were at Muscle Vodka. That was our last.
Yes.
Our last yeehaw, giddy up, was Muscle Vodka.
Muscle Vodka.
And I was leaving for a cruise the next day or the next 2 days with John. We had an amazing time. We went to the Bahamas. We went to the Dominican Republic. We went to Puerto Rico.
Really?
We had several days. We were gone for 8 days. We came back on a Sunday. We met up with, which was actually my oldest brother's birthday, but we didn't see him.
Okay.
But then my middle brother we met up with, and he took us looking at homes. And
here we go.
We found
Let me see. I do see a ring on your finger.
Hold on. This is not. It's the same. We are not engaged.
Don't go down that road.
We are not engaged. It is a beautiful diamond ring that he got me. However, this was I am sick of people thinking you're single.
I'm not trying to marry you off. I'm just curious. I mean, a lot's happened in 2 months.
Yes, however,
that hasn't happened.
And
we're
folks,
not engaged.
You don't know that, but John is technically the greatest man on earth, according to Marla.
The most amazing man.
So we finally have him in the hot seat here. All right. So you do the cruise, you come back. Go ahead.
Still not engaged, but we just have the ring.
Yeah. Sorry,
because
buddy.
It's okay.
This is not an engagement ring. This was just a step off. She's not single ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right?
let's talk about that.
It's like an appetizer ring.
Yeah, but men are twisted. They'll just be like, well, are you happily married?
Right, I know, which I never understand that because here's what I don't understand. And women play into this all the time, too, because there's so many women who do not care if a man is married. In fact, sometimes that is an attraction.
Really?
Right? There are so many women out there who they'll see they'll see a ring, and then they'll be like, I'm going to get him. It's like a game, right? I'm going to get him. But what they don't realize is once they get him, he's just going to do the same thing. If you know what I mean? It's like if a married man leaves his wife for you and then is with you, chances are he's going to cheat on you, too. So,
I agree, but call it the New Yorker in me. I don't want to get shot because I'm putting a smile on some other lady's face.
Yeah,
sorry. No, I know
you're not the one that should get shot. She should get shot.
I know that.
But
you know that, but that's not how it works.
Right? We talked about this.
Yes.
When people cheat, it's always like the person that's home that's getting cheated on always goes after the mistress or the man goes after the mister. They never go after the spouse.
Not me. I'm just like, hey, congratulations, she's all yours, and boom, I'm gone.
I'm out now. Yeah, right. Like
that's right.
Bye, Felicia.
Unless she put a gun to her head, she was a willing participant.
Absolutely. There's no. I won't stand for that.
All right, so whose idea was that? The ring.
Oh,
that was mine.
That was all him. I almost had a heart attack. Like I had a heart attack when he handed me.
Oh yeah, let's talk about how he just came out and said.
I just did it. Like on the couch. It was in the morning after the gym.
It was in the morning one morning, and he hands me this thing. He's like, and I was like, I like literally.
You didn't get on your knees or nothing. You're just like, hey, put this on your ring, and she's like.
I sat on the couch next to her. I was like, hey.
He's like, I'm sick.
I'm sick of dating her. Like she knows all the guys. She knows everybody. Okay. You can't walk into a bar or a restaurant or anywhere if she doesn't and her not know anybody.
Okay.
And then there's like 50 million hugs, and it's like I'm sitting there like we go out and we're in a relationship and like tonight if we go out tonight I bet she will hug 15 different men.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. And then, 20 different women.
Is that allowable in front of John and stuff? I mean, what,
Oh, if I can't do it in front of John, I can't do it in front of John.
But I'm saying,
I
agree with you.
Than that, but
listen,
it doesn't bother me. There's only one time it's bothered me, and I thought that's because the guy grabbed her ass.
That would bother me.
That bothered me.
But he didn't, but he went off the deep end, and It was.
Well, what did you say when he grabbed your...
He didn't. He didn't grab
From
my.
my
That was,
angle,
from
it
his
looked like-
angle, he thought it was.
I see.
But it was just he was hugging me low, and I was hugging him high.
You know,
Ooh, I can
I'm a
tell.
freak of nature in many ways, and I don't recommend any of you are like me. But I've never been the jealous type.
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
Yeah, I just really haven't because I figure if who I'm with really needs the attention and she's liking it, then I shouldn't be with her.
Yeah.
You know? Because
Yeah.
I could do the same thing. I mean, look, I've been a lead singer, lead guitar player all my life in bands. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like I don't get attention, but that was when I was young and good looking, not overweight and old
Oh,
like now.
stop! That's fishing
But-
right there because y'all know he's hot and he's
No, I'm
good
not.
looking. Yes,
No, no,
he's
no.
a good
I
looking
saw
guy.
I'm not 'cause I'm wearing
I
a
saw
jacket.
your chest before you put that on.
Oh, okay.
I saw those pecs.
I've been working out.
He looks good. Yes.
I'm about 14, 15 pounds lighter.
Congratulations. And
But,
why? What helped?
Not drinking.
Not drinking.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah.
But enough about me. Let's get back to this.
Yeah,
So,
and by the way, the whole hugging and everything, I don't know if you
Yeah.
mentioned this, but it's girls too. It's not
Yeah,
like
it's-
I'm
yeah,
a-
yeah.
it's just their
Everybody.
friends, and when that's how
There's
we
no
all say
handshake,
hello.
hey, how you doing? A fist bump. It's all
It's
hugs.
always just hugs. So it's not about getting attention or having new
I
men hit
kid
on me. It's all men I know.
I kid about it. It doesn't. Of course, we all
Yeah.
hug each other.
Yeah, we all hug
It's-
each other.
It's when people try and sneak in a little kiss or a little grab, but
Yeah,
you're like,
no.
"Hey, man, what are you doing there?"
there's
You
When
know?
I
nothing-
thought there was a grab, there was an issue.
There was a huge issue, and it was like to the point. I mean, it was a
Was the guy
horrible
smaller
issue.
than you?
Yeah, most guys are
Yes.
smaller.
Oh,
than me.
everybody's
Exactly.
I'm not
smaller
exactly
than
a
him.
tiny guy.
He's a huge guy. He's ripped and he's buff and he's hot. Like
I'm not ripped.
Yes, you are.
You made me gain 10 pounds, so.
I did, but that
What,
was an
just
accident.
from going on the cruise
Are
and
you hungry?
everything?
Oh no, just
She's an eating machine. Like she'll eat nonstop. I don't know where she puts it. And so
Dude.
then she's like, "Are you hungry? Are
Dude,
you hungry?
it's-
Are you hungry?" And I'm like, "No, no, no." And then finally, sometimes I just get tired of saying no, and I'm like, "Okay, just give me a bite."
It's because her brain is going 3,000 miles per hour. She doesn't need, folks, Marla doesn't drink alcohol or coffee.
yeah.
She's
Until-
naturally
until today.
twisted. Are
We
you
had a
drinking?
half a coffee on the
You
way
did
here.
not.
Yeah, on
You
the way
did?
here, so just wait.
I wanted decaf. They didn't have it, and I wanted an ice. I wanted an iced decaf coffee.
Oh.
They didn't have decaf.
How long
But I
ago
only
was
drank half.
It's kicking in.
I
now.
only drank half. Like an hour ago. But I only drank half of the cup. And it was over ice, so it was nice
Oh,
and
I'm
watered
glad
down.
the camera's rolling here.
It was nice and watered down.
So you, okay.
But I know no caffeine. I do not drink caffeine.
That means you're not going to sleep tonight.
Correct.
No, I won't sleep
But we got a
tonight.
lot to do.
We have a lot to do. So, wait, we got to back up to where we left off. This is the problem when we get together.
The house,
hamster goes
the
to
house
To find a
thing.
house.
You-
Right. So I met with my middle brother, Mark.
Yeah.
He's great. Mark's great, and Mark is like the master of like everything. Not like the jack of there's like the
Yeah.
master of one thing and the jack of it. He's like the master of everything. So
Okay.
besides like being a doctor, he's all these things. He's also like a realtor, right? So he takes us. We find this amazing house, and
Why were you looking for? You already own a house. You own two houses.
I do.
This will be the third.
One
This will be the third.
Wow.
Yes. So,
Okay.
but I want to get rid. By the way, does anybody want to buy a house? Because I have two that I really want to unload. So,
I don't think anyone wants your house in L.A. Not anybody in their right mind.
it's a gorgeous house
Let's
in
not
LA.
say that because we're crossing our fingers.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
want to sell it. We want to sell it.
We need
It's a
to
gorgeous
watch
home.
Schmuck.
It's a gorgeous home in LA. Anyway,
You're right in Studio City.
Studio
right?
City.
Okay.
Yes, it's beautiful, but it's not on the market yet. It's
Okay.
I
Couple
just
more weeks.
I'd like it to
So,
be so.
all right.
But anyway, so we find this place because we need a bigger place.
But that's why you're looking.
A bigger place.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna sell the one you have too.
Eventually, yes. Not
Okay.
anytime soon because
All
I'm
right.
not ready to get out of it yet.
Okay.
But eventually, it's a slow move. It'll be a slow move, a slow crawl. So fast forward. So we see this house. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's like it was like
Good check the box.
it checked all the boxes.
That's
a great
because
view, everything.
Your
It was like.
brother knew just what to show you.
What's funny is no, he
been
brought me
showing
to.
us for like
He had been
2
showing
months.
us for different times.
Oh, who found a house?
They just- we
He
haven't
kind
been-
of did, but it kind of just happened. Like we ended up at this thing, and I
Okay.
was like, "Well, what about that one?" And we walked in, and I was like, "Mark, come up here." That's my brother's name. I'm like, "Come up here," and like I show him the view, and I'm like, "This is like amazing!" Like, and it was just ended up because he had like one a little bit down the street, and this one just happened to be like an
What
open
city
house.
is this in?
Stewart,
Stewart, okay.
and it was great. It has like a nice
Wow.
water view in the back.
Now,
and
in Mark's
it's-
defense, she had a requirement for the master bedroom to be on the first floor.
Yes.
This one, the master, is on the second
on the
floor, and
second.
there's a guest bedroom and bath on the first floor.
Yeah.
So there was a compromise on her side. So it's not all Mark's fault that it didn't get shown to us.
He didn't hard close you. He just opened the door. And
by the way, he's not a hard closer. Mark is great because he just he'll show us everything. He's like, it's up to you. It's your, he's not like pushy.
Marla, I guess casting director pays well. You're buying three
No,
houses.
I'm very poor. I am very poor.
Yeah, that's why you're buying a house, because you're poor.
Right I'm very poor right now. But
I know a good financial planner. Maybe he can.
Maybe he can help.
Maybe he can, steer you in the right direction.
So my oldest brother, Michael, whose birthday it was that day when I found that house, he's a financial advisor. He's a financial advisor as well.
Okay.
But anyway, so back to that day. So we decide. I'm like, yes, I think this is the house that I want.
That's the house.
So, but meanwhile, and I was so excited to come back. I couldn't wait to be like, Denny's going to die when he hears. This is the day we got from the cruise. However, that night, in the middle of the night, I get all these frantic phone calls from my mom and her boyfriend, and they're like, my mom fell in the middle of the night. So I'd been taking care of my mom before we left on the cruise. I'd been taking care of her. She had vertigo and all this stuff, and it was a mess. She was finally feeling a little better. We go on the cruise. She was great while we were gone. Come back. We have the best day. That night, she's doing amazing. That night, she falls. She ends up having to get 3 staples in her head. I rush to the hospital. We spend the nights in the hospital. I sleep with her in the hospital in a chair.
It's like 3 or 4 nights in the hospital, wasn't it?
That time, over the course of the few weeks, yes. So we was in the hospital with her. We get out. I have to take care of her like every day. I'm cooking for her, and I'm running her to the doctors back and forth. The next week, we go get the staples removed. Like, my life was falling apart, all while trying to juggle this new potential house.
Finding the house.
Taking care of my mom. Mm-hmm. And then again, she had to go back.
Pretending she's married.
I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending. By the way, that was the gulp that I had. I was like, how am I going to wear this? People are going to think that, what's going on? I can't wear this. But it was fine. Yeah, like I was having a panic attack.
She was like, I'm not going to wear this around any of our friends. I'm not going to wear this around anybody.
I was scared.
It was like, okay, well then just give it back.
So,
if you're not going to wear it.
I was like, no, I love it.
Just wear it when you go to the grocery store or the drugstore.
I wear it all the time.
That's not who it's for, though. It's for all the nights out.
I'm telling you, these vampires don't care. They're going to say, hey, you're married, but are you happily married?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I'm married too.
If she entertains that, then she can have that.
No.
Bye, Felicia. That's
you
all.
You look great. Look at your dress. John's looking good too. I mean,
Thank you.
I tell you, while I've been slinging mud and just grinding it, these two have been living the life.
I'm telling you, it has been a nightmare.
Oh, so
that's
now
why I
we're
haven't
going to
been
get
here.
to the nightmare.
Right. So that's why I haven't been here. Right. So then my mom again the week after we get the staples out of the head, she then during dinner one night. She felt like she was having a stroke or something, which she wasn't.
Okay.
But she felt like she was. So we had to go back to the hospital. And I spent 2 more nights in the hospital there again with her in a chair. And it was a nightmare because nobody could figure out what was wrong with her. Her head kept hurting. Everything was hurting. And the poor woman, I feel so bad for her. They tell her they're going to need to take her to a different hospital, which is about 40 minutes away. And because that's where neurology, the specialists were,
of course,
right?
Yes.
They take her all the way there.
Yeah.
She gets there. And they send her all the way back. They're like, no, we don't need her here. It's okay. Send her back. It's going to be fine. And I was like, what? This poor woman. They didn't even look at her. Like the guy read the charts. He's like, oh no, they shouldn't have brought her here. Just bring her back to the other one. It's fine. It was like such a nightmare. We had to spend another night in the hospital. It was crazy. Anyway, she's out. She seems to be doing marginally better, thank God. But she just doesn't feel good. So we've been in and out of doctor's appointments. I take her to doctors every day. We go to neurologists, cardiologists, it's just been crazy. So hopefully in the end of July, we're supposed to get some results back finally. And hopefully they'll give us something because I just want her to feel better. Like, it breaks my heart when she tells me.
Does she have vertigo?
She does have vertigo, so that does not help.
That doesn't help.
It doesn't help. But that I don't believe is the real issue anymore.
Okay.
I think there's something else. But we don't know what that is. So, yeah, so it's just been, and it just breaks my heart. Like, I start to cry when she's like, I just don't feel good. And there's nothing I can do. So it hurts. It's hard.
I can tell you in the time we've done, I know 2 people who died of cancer and 1 who got diagnosed with cancer. And there's been, it's pretty rough out there. And so it's hard for a lot of people to stay positive, happy, certainly world events are getting crazy. I mean, today's Thursday. We'll release this probably tomorrow, but tonight is the epic event: the old guy versus the old guy.
Oh yeah.
Right,
I forgot that's tonight.
Off.
That's right. Tonight's the old guy versus the old guy.
I think we need to have somebody.
We're gonna miss that. Actually, we're going to Kyle G's for dinner.
Oh, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna have the. It's like seeing a UFC fight tonight.
Oh,
Should we record it? I could record it.
I think you should. It's gonna be like
we can just
great.
watch it on YouTube and then watch the people that
Probably.
they can read Trump's lips after they shut the microphone
Actually, it's really they've never done this before. There's gonna be no audience,
which is weird.
Right?
I think that's weird.
You know what? They don't want a big response, I guess, and also they're muting the microphone.
Yeah.
So when one guy's talking, when one old guy's talking, the other old guy can't interrupt him.
Yeah.
So, which
that's kind of better.
That is kind of better
because they always, then they talk on top of each other.
They're always talking to each other, and I'm shut up already.
Anything.
Let somebody curse, then you go, or whatever.
Right.
That's tonight. And believe me, we still don't talk politics. We like to equally make fun of both candidates because nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So wow. So besides your mom, what else has been going on? Okay, you're buying a house. Your mom's?
My mom has been my number one focus.
Yeah.
My mom has really been my number one focus. So, if she needs me, I'm there.
Sure.
Whether it's I'm checking the mail, I'm checking the emails, I'm deleting texts, I'm answering phone calls, I'm getting her in the computer, like whatever it is, I'm cooking for her, like I'm taking her to doctor appointments.
Oh.
I mean, there was a week or two that literally every day was at least one doctor appointment.
Gotcha.
So it's just been like, she's been my number one priority.
Have you, are you still casting a show or?
Right now, no, thank God. Somewhere in the middle here, I wrapped Golden Bachelorette.
Okay.
So that was probably a month ago, maybe.
When is that going to air? When is that going to air?
That'll air in the fall. They're filming right now. That's filming right now. Yeah. So, and then we'll see if I start another show. So hopefully I work again soon.
I think you should be a casting director for This Week with Marla and Denny in Hollywood somewhere. Yeah. We do, what do they call that when you do... You submit it as a test pilot. That's it, a test pilot.
A test pilot.
Yes. We're available, folks. You can just have us there, or we can go to, what's that place that they play too much money that Howard Stern's on?
Sirius?
Sirius, yes.
Sirius XM. Yeah.
You never know.
You know what's funny?
I think Spotify pays more now.
Spotify?
I mean, look how much they paid Joe Rogan.
Well, that's Joe Rogan. He's he's got so many followers.
I know. We'll have to chum up with Joe. Be like, Joe, can you give us a little plug, Joe Rogan?
But look at you. You're fashion today, man.
Thank you.
Look at you. Got the diamonds out, the red dress, the shoes.
We had pedicures the other day. We both got matching toenails.
Dude, the only thing you're missing is a cigar and a mojito.
Doesn't he look right? Isn't this the best?
It's
I love
like
this
South
shit.
Cigar sounds good. The alcohol is the mojito.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
We stopped drinking.
Yeah. I haven't drank in 6 months. So.
Me too.
Oh, that's great. Yes. Yeah, I want to be on that too.
Yeah.
This is crazy, and none of you are going to believe me, but I have a goal. Drum roll. I want to go a year without touching the sauce.
Oh, nice.
That's good. It'll be
nice.
easy.
Once you get past a certain point, it does become easy.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a situation that is familiar, where it calls back to
like what? Peer pressure?
Going out and hanging out.
More
with
like a
friends
party.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But but it is. I'm not here to judge. I'm doing it for fitness reasons.
Yes.
To get in better shape and.
Well, that stuff's poison, man. Like every time you drink, think about what you're doing to your body. Like how awful it is. Like it's. Like you're hungover because you've poisoned yourself.
Right, and you just don't feel good the next. I mean, that's the point. And this is like what I say to people, and people are like, "Why don't you drink anymore?" And I'm like, because for me, like the 35 seconds, it seems like where it feels really good, is not worth like the hours of terribleness in the middle of the night throwing up, because that's who I am when I drink.
You would
have
the
next day.
Two drinks and you're done, right?
Oh, 2 drinks, I'm legitly done. But the problem is, after 2 drinks, and everybody else is still partying, right, because I'm a lightweight, I will be like, oh yeah, give me one more. Okay, yeah, you want to do shots now? Sure! Because I'm trying to continue the train with the party. But the problem is, everyone's tolerance is 10,000 times better than mine.
It does, yes.
So I'm the one that pays for it, because I'll end up in 3 hours throwing it all up. you know, and I won't feel good. So it's like, because once you are at that point after 2 drinks where you're like, oh, I feel great, you want to keep that party going. And you're not in the right frame of mind to say, oh, this is where I should stop. Because you don't, in your mind, when you feel that way, you want to keep it going. And you feel like if you stop drinking, it's going to stop. So I would just rather not drink. I don't need it.
You don't, right.
No, you don't.
But here's the other thing. Are there really happy drunks out there? I don't really see that.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what?
I think it's more like after a certain X, it's like,
Well, yes, there are some people.
You know what I mean?
There are some people when they drink too much.
The majority,
they get mean.
It's easy to yes.
Yes.
So then, you listen. We're not judging anyone. Drink all you want.
No, drink all you want.
It's just a personal thing for my body and my mind.
We go to bars every night. People are drinking.
Absolutely.
We don't care. Drink,
We
do
don't
shots.
care.
We don't
Right.
care. I will cheer you on. I will hold the shot glass for you. I'll pour the bottle down your throat. I don't care. I'm all about it.
Instigators.
But
Look
it's
at this.
listen.
Very much so.
Do what you want.
You know, you could get sued.
I just don't
sorry,
wanna-
Ossifer. Marla made me
Right.
drink.
Right. I just don't want to do it. You know what it is? I've realized, and I've known this my whole life, I don't need a cocktail to be the first one on the dance floor. I don't
This
need the
is
cocktail
true.
to stand on the top of the table and
By the way,
shake it up.
when's your next show?
I don't know. I don't know when my next show is.
I'm the guest artist Monday at the Funky Biscuit.
Oh, you are?
I have a great group that they're gonna be playing with me. I'm just gonna do an hour set.
Nice.
But my Santana project will be there on the 25th. And listen, I had this great idea, and the owner liked it, and the girls like it. I know these 3 amazing singers in South Florida: Dottie Kelly, Betty Paget, and Mary Washington.
Yep.
So I said, girls, because we one of our friends just got diagnosed with cancer, Joey Gilmore. He's a legend in Florida. He's a blues cat, great musician, great guy. So we did a couple of fundraisers for him because he lost, he couldn't work, a lot of stuff. So we all chipped in and started playing and singing, and we're all looking at each other, and they're looking at me like, hey, I didn't know you could sing different stuff. I thought you were just a blues or rock guy. And then I'm listening to them, and I said, we should do a show. And they go, really? Yeah, let me see if I get some interest. Long story short, the owner of the Funky Biscuit loves the idea, so we're booking. It's called Women of Soul.
Oh, how nice.
It'll be the 24th on a Wednesday, the day before my Santana band will be there.
Oh my God.
I'll basically be one of the guitar player backups. We'll have 3 shows and we're going to put it all together.
That's awesome.
I might sing a few songs. So that's exciting. So music is doing good. I think I've been recording lately, so I'm going to do some other things, in my spare time, because I have a lot of spare time, folks.
And I have not done really any music, to be honest, lately. I mean, the most musicality thing that I had, I don't even know if that's English, by the way. I realized that just came out of my mouth, and I don't even think it's proper English. But the most musically inclined that I've been, again, not English, was Sunday. I sang the national anthem at Rock and Riverwalk and did the announcements. Yeah.
Oh, so, that's great.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I mean, they ask me to do that all the time.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark asks you to do that, right?
All the time. But I usually can't do, I mean, I can only do it so often.
I would do it if I'm in the area or if I'm coming there. I think it'd be great.
It's fun.
So,
it's fun.
Did you record it?
This time was the first time I didn't record it. I have so many on.
That's a tough song to sing. That's it. People think it's easy until you're up there in a microphone and people are watching you.
How'd I do, honey?
You did good.
Yeah?
You did good, yeah.
All right.
People cheered.
It didn't feel right recording it, though. So.
You did what?
It wasn't right recording it. You're not supposed to record that.
Oh, yeah, people usually
Why not?
do, though. Yeah, everyone always records it.
Well, I mean, like, you're supposed to stand there.
Yeah, you're supposed to stand.
Well, no, not her. Someone should have recorded,
Well, I know, not
iPhone.
her, but, like I didn't want to record it because I thought it would be disrespectful.
Oh, to the flag?
To the flag.
Okay.
He's a respectful guy. He's a Marine.
Hey, it's right. Us veterans, we really care about that flag.
Technically, I should have been standing at the position of attention for the whole song if we want to go back to Marine Corps regulations. So, like...
Yeah?
So, we don't want to get him in trouble.
I had a neighbor. I love this guy. He was an ex-Marine, and like a week and a half ago, he passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And that's what I'm saying. Since we've spoken, I've lost a couple of friends.
And you had lost some friends before I left. Like,
yes.
Gosh, it's been a bad run.
I keep telling people that this short thing called life, we got to stop bitching about stuff that don't matter.
Right.
And I posted because of this, I shaved my head in solidarity
Oh
of
my God,
cancer
look at you.
awareness.
You're good.
And,
I like it.
Because it really, I lost my dad to cancer, you know, and I've had so many friends and family. They got to be poisoning our food.
Yeah.
What the hell else is it? I mean, cancer is just so out of control now.
So if you want to look at what's in our food, some of the chemicals and the things that are allowed to be in our food.
That's what it is,
are
right?
banned. Like there's 40 or 50 chemicals in our food that we allow that are banned in all European countries.
Right.
For the very reasons that you're talking about.
Well, it's because a lot of people, I really believe diet is important because people think they don't have time for it. And, you know, oh, let me just get a burger here. Let me do this. You have to plan your meals. Like I planned my meals. I brought a salad with me. I bought some soup. I bought some fruit. And it does matter. So the thing is, I think most people eat fast food like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times during the week.
Yeah, and now I understood that back in the day because it was a cheap option.
When we were young.
You know what I mean? But it's not even a cheap option anymore.
Not, I know.
So it's like, why would you eat that food? It's not even cheap.
Because the price. Like I went to Sprouts. So I got a salad to make, and I said, let me get an apple. One apple was $1.68.
Ooh, that's an expensive apple. That's an expensive apple.
Well, it was a big, robust, organic. It looked good. I'm like, yeah, let me have it. And I said, how much? She goes, that's $1.68. I went, oh, okay.
It's an expensive apple.
It's organic. It probably has no pesticides on it.
Right. It was organic.
Yeah, so if you want to eat right, you got to pay for it.
You know, people are struggling right now. Inflation is out of control still. They can tell us all they want that it's under control.
Nope.
Don't believe it.
You want to talk about the Walmart thing?
Yes.
Well, what happened at Walmart?
No, so...
talk about fashion when you go to Walmart, right?
I love Walmart.
Your mama did not let you go out of the house dressed like that. No. Go back into that car and go put something else on. Cover that shit up, please.
So was it this morning or yesterday?
This morning.
Really?
This morning I was looking at Twitter, X, whatever it's called these days.
This is about inflation. He just mentioned inflation.
So there was a guy on there that said in 2022 he put an order in for like 45 items at Walmart. It was $120 some, like $126. He hit the reorder button just recently for Walmart for the exact same items because you can reorder the same order.
Yeah.
It was $414.
Oh, come on.
Speak about inflation.
And how long ago was
2022.
2022. 2 years.
Oh, in 2 years. Got it.
In 2 years.
Went from $126 to $414, the same
almost
order.
3 times. I mean, $300 more? That's crazy.
Of course it's true.
It's crazy.
Of course it's true.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just explained to you that I paid $1.68 for an apple.
Yeah, that's nuts. It is nuts. It is nuts. But you know what, though? Because you did get that apple that was good for you, you'll probably live a lot longer than the poor Super Size Me guy. He passed away, right, recently.
Yeah, the guy that did
the guy who did the...
He's gone. Yeah.
Why, did he keep eating fast food?
No. He did other diets and documentaries where he did the complete opposite.
But he's,
something got him. I don't remember what it was.
And he was young. What was his name? I forget his name. God, I forget his name now.
I can see his face.
Me too. I forget his name. But he has since passed.
Wow. You know, I'm working on my second book. I just looked at a lot of the transcripts. I put it on the shelf because I just get so busy with my business. I'm running 2 financial companies. I've got the entertainment side, and a lot of it is about diet, exercise, controlling our thoughts. It's work. See, the fast food epidemic is people say they don't have time. Mm-hmm. When they do, if they make time, it's like exercise. People say, well, I don't have time to exercise. But yet they watch 7 hours of TV.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, dude, we all have choices. You think I always want to go to the gym when I'm there first thing in the morning? But I've never gone there.
I know.
And left and went, man, that sucked. I'm sorry I did that. Never happens. So this fast food my God, there's like a fast food place in every corner, it seems, right?
You're right.
And it's just so easy to get caught. Oh, I don't have time. Hey, I don't have time. Hey, let me just do it. And that's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, we don't do fast food. It hasn't been my jam since I was a kid. I don't do fast food.
About the only one I'll do is I'll get breakfast because I know it's at least eggs and something. It's not a pressed,
meat patty or whatever. Yeah. But you brought up a good point, and I say this all the time. Is you make time for what you want to make time with.
Correct.
Even when it comes to like relationships. Like if there's a girl or a guy and somebody's asking them out, I don't have any time to do that. If you really wanted to see that person, you would make time. If you really wanted to go to the gym, you'd make time. If you really wanted a healthy meal, you'd make time.
It's kind of like changing our habits and how we blow up easily and stuff. And people say, well, I can't help it, or I didn't mean it, or I wasn't. I don't know. You have to intentionally live the way you want to. This shooting from the hip and going it doesn't work. You have to be intentional. And that's the issue. The other thing is most people, I'm always evaluating myself. I'm going, dude, what's the matter with you? Why are you doing this? Or why did you think that way? And yesterday has nothing to do with today or tomorrow. So you have to. The other thing is you have to be uncomfortable, right? Because if you're comfortable, you're never going to change.
You're never going to grow.
Right.
You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
He always says that.
I always tell her that.
Yeah.
And I'm always dragging her around trying to get her to be uncomfortable. Because she does not like to be uncomfortable whatsoever. And I like being uncomfortable. I find it enjoyable.
I don't like
right
it.
Now, I'm
not into it.
Right now.
You are uncomfortable?
Oh, yeah. This is not my jam.
I'm very comfortable. I would like you to know.
We haven't even talked about your relationship.
I sang karaoke for the first time last week.
Oh, yeah, we sang karaoke for the first time.
What did you sing?
We sang Picture.
Kid Rock, Sheryl Crow.
Oh, no kidding.
And then we did It Takes Two by DJ.
You were the Sheryl Crow and he was Kid Rock?
Correct.
Yes. Did you film that?
No. But then we did a rap. We did a rap. We did Rob Bass and DJ Z-Rock. It Takes Two. Okay? That was good. Yeah, it was good. He did great.
I can't rap. I can't even rap Christmas presents.
I can rap like a mofo. That's my jam. I think I rap better than even singing.
Jump Around by House of Pain blows it away.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You're not Eminem.
Oh, I am better than Eminem. I am Marla Marl.
Can you do a rap right now?
Oh, yeah. How about a little Moni Love? I was doing it the other night.
Let me hear it.
My sister, tell me what the trouble is. I try to listen good to give the best advice that I could give. So, what's up with you this time? Your honey took a dive and now he's playing with your mind? Oh, no. This cannot be accepted. The feelings that belong to you must be protected. Hold up. Time out. I shout. Get it together, sister. Tell him to be nice or diss the mister. It's a shame, the way you mess around with my heart. It's a shame, the way you hurt me. Little Moni Love.
You see what caffeine does to Marla Brodsky, ladies and gentlemen?
Not the caffeine.
Oh, no, that helps.
That's just me.
The caffeine is why she's jittering and her foot's moving down there. That's the caffeine.
Oh, boy. You know, what else has happened in 2 months?
Oh, gosh. What else has happened? Well, the current home that we are living in. Okay, so we did officially move in together.
Is that right?
Last week.
Whoa.
Yes, we officially moved in together last week.
Cohabitation.
So we moved out of John's home, everything into now our current home, home number 1 in Florida. And so it is a giant storage unit. And I'm going to have to take videos and literally you have to suck in your stomach to walk through. It's crazy.
Now, I did want to get a storage unit.
I said no. I said no.
Between me having to be out of my place and moving into the new place, I wanted to get a storage unit, and she was
not happening. Yeah.
No, I was like, save the money. Why? I'm like, we have lots and lots of expenses right now.
Because it's creating a bunch of anxiety.
Yeah, but I don't care. I'm like, for a week and a half.
Can you walk? You have room to walk?
We can scoot.
You can scoot.
Okay.
We can scoot buggy
that's just
through.
In the entryway, the rest of the living room and stuff like that.
It's fine. We can still sit on the couch. But then tomorrow we officially move into our new home. Yep. Tomorrow is closing day, and it's our 6-month first
So what are you going to do with the
date.
house now? You're just going to leave the stuff in there?
We're going to move. So we're going to move I like to say we're pretty much moving John into the new house tomorrow.
All right.
The only thing really going is my stuff.
His stuff is going in. My stuff, I don't know what I want yet. That's why I'm not in a rush to put the current house on the market. I need to take my time and figure out what's going, what's not. So
we know the clothes and
the clothes and the shoes, yeah. But we still have to build a closet for me in the
another friend that passed away since we did our last show. His name was Scott Benj.
Oh, yeah.
Great musician.
Yeah, that was sad and unexpected.
We did a benefit at Terra Firmata, and we raised for the family like $6,500.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
So, this path that I'm on, I want to smell the roses and really be appreciative of everything, because it's so easy. When you're striving to do better and more, you forget that, hey, you're good. Everything's great.
Right.
Be more appreciative and gracious for what's happening, because I'm losing friends left and right.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people diagnosed with life-changing, issues. So lately I've been like, yeah, you need to go back to what you know to be true as best as you can. So that's kind of like, that's what I've been working on since our show and everything. Good. And it's I really feel bad. It's hard to tune it out. It really is.
Yeah.
I can't watch the news still pretty much, because it's the same old crap that we've been seeing for the last 6 to 9 months. Nothing's changed.
I'd say years, not months.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. The same thing. The polarization and all the fighting and bickering. It's just crazy. And the world is still nuts, right? That Ukraine conflict is not over. The Middle East is just, whoo! There's so many things that are going on there that no wonder people are going nuts.
Yeah.
They're
true.
losing hope. But if we can all just focus on things that matter, like exercise, what we're eating, not drinking like a senator. Oh.
Did you say that out loud?
I didn't say that, did I? Life can take on a little bit, better meaning,
Yeah.
but it's work. It's work.
It is work, and it's work to try to stay positive. I mean, and John can attest this. It is work to try to stay positive and to try not to let stress just bog you down. I mean, there were times over the last few months where I literally thought I was just done for. Like, I was at the bottom of the barrel. Like, so I just felt I was literally having like a complete 100% meltdown. Like, just what? I was so bogged down and overwhelmed over the last few months.
Okay,
a few times. Because
of your mom.
Yeah, just I felt everything going on all at once, and just dealing with so much stuff. I had so many breaking points where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I literally was just like feeling lower than dead, and I
didn't know you were going through this.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Just a few times, and
we all do. I've had my moments,
right? And John helped me get back up, but even he, like, it affected him, because he was like, I don't know what to do anymore to make, like, I'm so concerned, and I'm for you, and but I got back up, and I will say I missed doing this. I was so excited when you called me last week and you're like, are you still alive? Like, are you ever going to come back?
Still alive? Yes. What's going on?
I really missed this. This is a fun outlet.
Yes, for me too.
Yes.
And we've got to get a promoter with it.
Oh, we need an intern. Yes. Who out there wants to be our intern? We need a good, what do you call that?
Podcast promoter.
Yes, and somebody who knows how to do. I have no idea how to do, like, I am the worst at social media. Which sounds funny.
I don't get bogged on.
I'm only good at posting. I don't know how to do the other stuff. I'm only good at posting. I don't know how to do all the coding. Let's get somebody to watch this. I don't know how to do it.
But look, we're doing it because we have fun with it.
Yeah.
We like it. We've had some great guests.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a guest tomorrow. She was supposed to be on it almost a month and a half or 2 ago. Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yes, I remember, but I can't make it.
Outreach down in, I think it's in Delray Beach. Mm-hmm. She's a single mom, real interesting character. She's attractive as well. Which,
I was just going to say. It's so conveniently happening that I can't make it tomorrow.
For me, it's for our listeners. Come on. It's like, I'm sorry, not me. People like success stories. Like, being a single mom's got to be one of the hardest things. It's got
for sure.
Be.
Yeah.
You have
single parent in general.
Yes,
single dad, single mom.
Right. It's got it. And so she's a director at the Outreach. She's also an actress. She's done movies and stuff.
Look at that.
So she does a lot of things. So I think she's a great, interesting character. She'll be a great interview. It's tough to beat Carmine, though. Carmine was something else.
Oh, wait. Isn't he Isn't
He's
his
going to
birthday?
turn 100 in August.
We want to get invited to that party. We want to be there.
I have to get a hold of his daughter, and him and I already talked about it because he was at the last. We had a honor flight.
Okay.
Last month. Mm-hmm. So, and I think there's another one next month or maybe August. He's doing great.
Good.
Remember, he drove himself here.
I know the guy's 99 years old. He drove himself to be a guest on our podcast.
But
like
the guy still has his marbles too.
I know.
I mean, seriously, he's sharper than 35-year-olds.
I know. It's amazing.
Strong. And the stuff that he went through.
Yeah.
You know,
he's amazing.
The first show I did with him, I actually went to his condo with all the pictures and everything. And it was like a tearjerker. Wow. I mean, the stories he told me and the pictures he showed me were just amazing. But yeah, he's plugging along. I guess his secret to life is he's really happy and he feels blessed. Yeah. He thinks every day that he wakes up, it's like, oh my God, thank you, God.
Right.
That's how he is.
And that's really, I mean, easier said than done.
That's
really how everyone should be, but really, it's easier to wake up and be like, oh, my life sucks.
You know what's hard because, man, people are having money issues.
Oh, yeah.
And that is like besides cancer, right? I mean, everything's in perspective, but people are living paycheck to paycheck.
It's scary.
It's hard. How can you be in a great mood when you can't pay your damn bills?
Yeah. It's scary.
And you're like, oh, my God, I can't go out. I've got $50 in the save right now.
Right.
I can't do anything. I can't go to the grocery store, so let me get some fast food or some ramen.
Right.
Well,
and there's so many right now that are really hurting economically, which, it's tough. It's tough. But we do the best that we can, so... maybe you need a financial planner like me,
Call Denny. What were you going to say? Were you going to say something?
I was just going to say, it's just crazy how expensive everything is nowadays.
Yeah.
It really is.
How ridiculous it is. And like you said, you brought fast food. I'm like, what I wanted to say was fast food isn't any cheaper than going to a regular restaurant.
It's not. That's what I don't. That's what I can't understand anymore. Is it just the convenience thing? Because
it's ridiculous.
Everything's gone up.
I remember back because when I had a family of 4 before I got into my divorce, there was 4 of us. I remember a time when my kids were little that our weekly grocery budget was $100 for the family of 4. $100 for 4 of us. You can't even go to McDonald's for 2 people for less than $40 nowadays. It's ludicrous, and I can't even go to the grocery store and get out of there for less than $100.
I was golfing with. By the way,
I know. Yesterday we went to the grocery store.
And how much was it?
Wait a minute.
It was like $50.
$50, but let me tell you something. Everything was 50% off. BOGO. And we only bought 5 things, and it was still $50.
Yeah.
So I'm golfing with this guy last weekend, I think, and he was telling me the same thing. He's got a great job at Pratt & Whitney, Sikorsky. So he goes, I got 4 kids. I went, whoa, man, I bet that grocery bill's, I go, man, what are you spending, couple hundred a week? He goes, what? I'm spending $2,000 a month.
I believe it.
In groceries.
$2,000 in groceries.
$2,000 a month to feed his family.
Just imagine if Ethan was living with us full time, how big the grocery would be.
Right. If we had the kids full time, it would be a lot more. Because between the 2 of us, I think we spend.
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
I don't even want to. I know.
You just give me the money. I can do all the shopping.
I'm like, and I see the bill. I'm like, really? That I just spent $150?
Yeah. We spend a lot of money on groceries too, but. I don't even, and I should probably keep a better track of that because he'll just give me money. He'll be like, oh, this is groceries for the month.
Yeah.
He'll give me a big wad of cash. And then I'll just get it when I need it. But I think what our problem is sometimes because we'll have a dinner party here and there. And then when you're cooking for a lot of people, that eats up a lot of
So how do people do
bills.
it? Because these bars and restaurants are packed. They just charge it and they just don't pay it. I don't understand.
That is the one thing that I will tell everyone. I'm gonna give a little tip to people, right? Because I always felt like my entire life, I always felt like if I knew that I didn't have either the money in my pocket or in my bank account to pay for a credit card bill, I never used a credit card to be like, I really want that thing. It's $3,000. I know I don't have the money, but I'm going to do that anyway. I never did that.
That's great.
And I think that a lot of people fall into that, and they think that this credit card is this like safety net where it's like, oh, I could pay it late. Charge now, pay it later. Charge now, pay it later. Don't fall into that trap, everybody.
Yeah.
Because that will eat you alive.
They feel great. They're like, wow. I'm depressed, but let me go buy something.
No.
I feel better.
Don't fall into that trap. If you don't have the cash.
That little adrenaline bump, that little serotonin.
No.
That little bump
Don't do it.
Buying that thing.
Well, I don't.
Makes you feel good for a few minutes.
With interest rates now, I don't even know what credit card. They got to be like 18-20%.
And they want to raise them. Like I mean, they keep on. And it's like, it's just too much. Like, and it's, I will deprive myself of, like, I'll see something, I'm like, oh my God, it's gorgeous. I want that. I need that. And then I'll be like, no. Like, I can't afford it.
Right.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it. If I know that I don't have that money and buffer to afford that, I don't get it. So, no, I will wait.
You see that? Females like Marla do exist.
Yeah.
They don't want to spend all the money.
I'd like to also mention she's a coupon queen.
That's awesome.
I love a good coupon.
Where do you get coupons anymore?
So, my favorite.
50 apps on her phone, I think.
Really?
No, it's not the apps. It's the apps don't work for me for coupons.
How do you get coupons?
We get this magazine called like Stuart Living or something.
Yeah.
And it'll have like, buy one, get one half off a meal, or spend $50, get $10 off.
Right, because they're paying for the ad space to have you in the restaurant.
Like, buy one, get one free, or a cashback thing. So it's great. So I do not look at using coupons as a bad thing where somebody's like, oh my God, why would you use a coupon? I look at that as, listen, that person paid to bring me into their restaurant. It is saving us money.
I want coupons.
Yeah.
Send it all day long.
I wish I had more.
Send it to me.
We do not go out to eat and eat at a place that we're not using a coupon.
That's not true.
So, okay.
That is not true. We're going to Kyle G's for dinner tonight. That is not true. We're not.
So for those who don't live in Stewart and get that magazine, where else can you get coupons?
You can look online, I guess. I just don't ever print them out. But if you have access to a printer, you could find good coupons and print them out, And again, same thing. Like you could do. And then there's a lot of these places, and I recommend this too. Yeah. They have like these loyalty clubs at restaurants or different places where, you go 10 times, you get a meal free. 10 lunches, 10 dinners, whatever, you get something for free. And it's great.
When I go to Publix, I predominantly buy BOGOs.
Yes, BOGOs is great.
I look at it and I buy it and yeah, I mean you have to.
It's such a difference.
I don't know, I've been to Costco a few times, but it's like, oh my God, do I really want to
take you to get through all that stuff?
Right. Do I want to spend 45 minutes to get like 10 items? And the answer is no, I don't.
Yeah, we're members of Costco and Sam's. We never go.
A lot of people are going to Walmart because they're less expensive. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what the quality of the food choices are when you go there. If they have the same stuff as
I think the meats are not as good at Walmart.
Yeah, I don't think I'd buy.
Well, we don't buy
as good as
steak or fish from Walmart, but certainly
we don't get that stuff
some of
there.
the other supplies might be better to go there.
I love, can I tell you one thing?
If you can get past the fashion statements at Walmart, because they're
Listen, I'm going to give Walmart I actually love Walmart.
It makes me horny, baby, when I go to Walmart.
It's exciting for me to go to Walmart here.
I bet you do.
Because I get excited. I love to people watch. I love to walk up and down the aisles. Like, even the stuff that I don't need. I'll walk up and down the aisle. I'm like, I don't need this stuff, but I'm going to walk up and down because I like looking at it all. Like, it's just fun for me. I like walking around Walmart. But a big plug for Walmart is I really like their kale. I'm a huge fan of Walmart's kale.
They can't screw that up.
They can't screw it up. And it's not like it's cheaper.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's not cheaper there than anywhere. But I like it. I like it there.
But I don't think I'd get the steaks and the fish. And
We've
stuff.
never gotten that.
The fresh produce I would stay away from, at least in my opinion.
In Walmart?
At Walmart. The meat and the fresh
I don't
produce.
think so.
I think like Aldi has some pretty good meat and produce, and then Publix.
I like Winn-Dixie too.
Yeah, she likes
I like the butcher shop at Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
They're my God, I thought they're just about closed out. They're still doing okay?
Winn-Dixie, yeah. Winn-Dixie. It's sometimes a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But sometimes they have great deals, just like Publix. Like Publix and Winn-Dixie, I will say, are definitely a little bit more pricey, on the pricier side, versus like Aldi or Walmart. But they have great BOGOs. They have great sales sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I go to BOGO, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you can get a BOGO anywhere, that's good. See, that's the thing. Walmart, you're never going to get a BOGO.
Right.
And Aldi, you're not going to get a BOGO. But the prices are pretty good. I mean, unless, again, sometimes Publix and Winn-Dixie is cheaper than Walmart and cheaper than Aldi if you're doing BOGO. It just depends on what you're buying, when you're buying it. But if you can be a smart shopper, I used to totally get off by watching that. It was a show on TLC.
I want to get a guest on the show because I think it's really important to show people, hey, listen, this is how you're going to save money. Go here to this site for that.
Yes.
Go here for that. If you're listening out there, I would love to have a guest on the show because I want to know.
We got to research who was on that show. It was on TLC. It was like a coupon clipper.
Yeah,
it was a coupon clipper show.
It was a coupon show,
It was a coupon lady or something. And like they would show these people that would go into these grocery stores and they would actually get money back. They would leave with like $900 worth of groceries and they'd get like $22 in cash.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I know a lot of people bitch about, hey, you're holding up the line. Yeah, put a sock in it. She's saving money.
Right.
You're just jealous.
I would watch the show like in amazement. Like I loved watching the show because I'd be like,
I want to know where the heck can I get coupons? I mean, my mom is pretty good. It used to be, I think, most people get coupons from the newspapers, like Sunday.
Yeah.
They have the
do they still
specials.
do it?
I don't know if
we don't get the Sunday paper.
Yeah.
So.
I'm foolishly thinking I'm rich and I don't pay attention, but I do look for the BOGO deals.
Yeah.
But because think about it, it's too damn expensive. Even drinks are out of control.
Oh.
The new norm is $15-$20 for a mixed cocktail.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, really? Yeah, I mean, look at the ambiance. What ambiance?
Right. There are bars in California that I would go to where a cocktail would be like $26 for a mojito. And I think,
right.
And I think to myself, God, I'm so happy that that
you don't drink.
Right. And when I used to go on dates, I'd be like, aren't you happy how much money I'm saving you? Even though I just ordered half the menu for food. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't
without
drink.
alcohol on food alone, you could spend a couple $100.
Sure.
And
but if you add alcohol, your bill could be $1,000.
Absolutely.
When people go out and they're drinking and having a nice dinner.
$1,000?
Or listen, if you're drinking.
If you have a group,
Have you seen her eat? Have you seen her eat?
Apparently I haven't. I mean.
She literally just said, after I ordered half the menu, but I didn't order an alcoholic beverage. Aren't you happy I saved you this much money? But
I'm
I
just
ordered
kidding.
half the menu. She literally will order half the menu.
Where do you put it?
I don't know.
You're not bulimic, right? You don't go out there.
No.
And go, let me get rid of this food.
No, I can't throw up. No, unless I'm drinking, then I can't stop myself from throwing up. But I can't make myself throw up. No.
Okay.
She eats like a machine.
Really? Does she eat more than you?
Oh, all the time.
I do eat more than him.
All the time.
He doesn't eat
my
very much.
leftovers.
I do like eating the scraps. I was like, I'm a scrapper. Like
You
I
do
will.
not.
I do.
You done with that, John?
Yes.
Yes, she will.
Oh, shut.
Let's
really?
talk. Can I tell the chicken wing story? Okay. So we like to have like hot wings, like chicken wings.
Yeah.
There's a place by our house that has $1 wings on Wednesdays, and we'll go there. And I don't eat enough of the chicken off the bone, apparently.
Oh.
So when I'm done with the chicken wing, I put it on her plate, and then she'll suck the little tiny bits off the bone.
Like the bone marrow.
I
stuff.
love gnawing on a bone. There is nothing more that I love than gnawing on a bone. And I was like that as a kid. Like if I was out with people that were eating like ribs, and family, I didn't even care if my brother, whoever it was, had
You don't care
ribs.
that their mouth was on it before you? You're like, yeah, give it to me.
Give it to me.
Holy
I mean, not
moly.
strange. I'm not going to go to the table next door where I don't know the people. It's John. I mean, I think we've already swapped spit. Like, it doesn't matter. But, like, I just love gnawing on a bone. I know. I don't know what that says about me, but it's like,
So
the
does
oral
my
fixation.
Layla, but she's a dog. I understand why she wants to gnaw on her bone.
Oh, I love it. Arr.
It was a different. She started that on our second date, and it was a little bit odd. Was there? No, it was
Speaking
third.
of which,
Our third date.
speaking of which, you two are together now. How long?
6 months.
6 months.
Well, since our first
I remember
Since our
when you
first date.
first
The
started.
first month
Yeah.
wasn't really serious or anything. We were both seeing other people.
We were both seeing other people.
And like the first month, I don't really count it. She does.
So I count from our first date anniversary.
Yeah, which
so
is tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
to the
your
date.
first
To the
date.
date. We do it to the
anniversary.
day, and we do
Is
it to
that
the
when
date.
you're going to Kyle G's tomorrow?
We're going to colleges tonight because
okay.
tonight is our
26 weeks.
our 6.5 month first anniversary to the day.
Yeah, 'cause
Thursday.
Wow.
It was a Thursday. But tomorrow, it was the 20th. It was December 28th, a Thursday. Thursday, December 28th was our first date.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
All right, don't tell me that you two never disagree or you don't fight about things.
We fight all the time.
We fight. But we make up.
But it's not
You
like...
fight all the time?
No.
No, just on big, if there's like a big something, but because what we don't do is let it fester and harbor inside. We talk about it. So we will argue, but not argue like...
I want to hear this
like
because, I suck at relationships, apparently. And maybe my perspective is off kilter there. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship.
Nope.
No.
You're going to disagree and bicker about stuff. But I think the respect, as long as that's there and you can come back and go, hey, I'm sorry, or this is not how I mean. That's not what I meant.
Yes.
But the problem is I'm pretty transparent where not everyone is like that, especially maybe someone I'm involved with. And so I wonder, like, what the hell's going on here?
It's communication.
Yeah. You got to tell people, like, hey, I'm having a bad day because of blah, 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 so don't take it personal. If more people did that, you're like, oh, I understand that.
Right.
Yeah, but on the other side of it, if someone's having a bad day, and you're like, well, what the hell did I do to piss them off? Like, maybe it's not you. Maybe they just are having a bad day.
Yes.
And they haven't informed you of that yet. So maybe don't take it. So have you ever read the book The Four Agreements?
No, but I will tell you that I'm focusing on the fact that people are just having a bad day, not to take anything personally.
No.
You just happen to be there.
We just mentioned two of the agreements in the Four Agreements. There's don't take anything personal.
Okay.
Don't make assumptions.
Don't make assumptions. So that's the two. What are the other two?
I'm on the spot. So
look it up.
Do your best. Do your best. Don't make assumptions.
And what is it called? The Four Assumptions?
The Four Agreements.
Four Agreements. Is it a book?
It's a book. It's a really good book.
Okay.
I literally just took the stickers because I have I guess you call it an accountability mirror. I used to. I don't know if she's going to let me have it in the new house, where I put little sticky notes on the mirror in the bathroom.
Well, we do need reminders because here's what I've been focusing on lately. It's so very true that so many people are easily offended and they have thin skin, which is a direct correlation that they're really not happy right now with life and themselves. Yeah. So therefore, I mean, how hard is it to piss off a happy person?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
They just kind of look at you and laugh when you're like, but unless you're in that believe me, I'm guilty of it. There's times I've been short with people because there's a lot of stress in what I do. This is not happy.
Course.
Hey, let me just turn the light on and I'm going to be rich. People are just going to give me their money. Yeah.
If it was only that easy.
Yeah, it's not.
Right.
And so I think the key is not to have the thin skin. Don't take it personally, and work on how we react to it. We all have choices, don't we? But it's work. It doesn't happen naturally. You have to work at it. Right. I know very few people. I've met some, but very few people that are naturally like that. That no matter what happens, they're happy-go-lucky, they're giddy, and you can't shake them. Yeah, those are called saints, people, and most of them have died.
And a lot of times when you do meet people like that, that's not necessarily really the truth. They've gotten very good at wearing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because once you kind of let your guard down, you become vulnerable and actually feel all the feels and feel all the emotions. Yeah. That's when things come through. What you have to make sure of is when you're in a relationship that your partner communicates with you and that you understand one another and that you don't try to hurt one another or play dirty. A lot of the problems are that when people get mad, they try to, kick the feet out from you, and they try to get dirty, and they try to hurt you, and like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna make you feel like scum.
They call each other names,
and we don't do that.
And it's like, wow, where did that come? Here, have another drink.
Right.
Here,
we don't
have another drink.
We don't do that. Like, we make sure when we are having a disagreement or when we are arguing or when there's a miscommunication or a misreading of something, for example, thinking somebody grabbed my ass or somebody did something, something like that. Instead of, we express our disdain and how upset we are about it, but we talk through it until we're okay. We made a promise to never go to bed angry.
I was going to say that, yes.
Never go to bed angry. Never go to bed in silence, like ignoring the other person, talk it out.
I think that's so
important. It's not easy.
I know it's not easy,
sometimes.
but I think it's important because otherwise, you never really resolve the issue, and then it festers.
And then you build
and it's like, you could be having dinner, and you're like, 3 weeks ago, what happened 3 weeks ago?
Right, and you had no idea.
You never, I thought we were good. No, we weren't good. Well, why didn't you speak up?
Right.
So, I don't mind being vulnerable by sharing how I feel. I don't know. I guess the problem is people are afraid that if you're honest and open, that people are going to use it against you like some kind of sword or something.
Then that's a person you shouldn't be with.
Exactly.
That's true.
If you can't be with somebody who respects the way that you are and being vulnerable and open and honest, then you don't want to be with that person.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
a lot of people. If they don't like it, that's their problem, not yours.
Pretty much, yeah. So we're on the same page, and that's kind of like what I'm focusing on, and it helps. And all I can do is work on myself. But it's hard, man, especially when you have deadlines and businesses and all kinds of things that are happening because times are really hard right now. I hope that our message and podcast makes people laugh and brings some joy, but I know a lot of people that are really struggling right now.
Yeah.
Emotionally, financially, spiritually. So
when
all
those are intertwined in some way.
Yeah, once you start losing hope, forget it. You're ready to shoot anybody. You turn into Montana, okay? Me and my little friend over here. So that's what happens when you lose faith or hope. You have no choice. Like you corner a rabbit, they're gonna.
Right.
So I think that's what's happening. And the media doesn't help, does it?
No.
All they keep projecting is like, life sucks, the world's coming to an end, you're nothing. Life sucks, the world's coming to an end, you're nothing. Not like, hey, folks, why don't you have a good day and hug and kiss your friends and life is good. Yeah, that doesn't sell, does it? That's kind of like, let me show you this family that just got blown up in Lebanon today, and let's talk about Ukraine, and here are these two old guys going at each other.
But that's why we're here, to make it light and fun.
I guess so.
That's what we're
but
the comic
it does
relief.
take work. Listen, it's a bummer. And so once again, all kidding aside, that's where the substance abuse clouds people's judgment.
Yeah.
And I'm not anti-cannabis either, but let me tell you, if you smoke cannabis 24/7 and you think that's not a problem, you're fooling yourself.
I don't even understand how that happens. Like, to be honest,
well, no,
and I'm not a smoker.
It's less destructive than alcohol or other drugs, but it's still something.
But if you're constantly intoxicated,
but if you're constantly doing it,
how's that?
I have some
everything
friends
is good in moderation.
Yes, that's correct. So. But of all the drugs, that's probably the least toxic or least. Not many angry stoners.
What I don't understand is the whole wake and bake thing. Like, people wake up and literally have a bowl by their bed and smell. Yeah. And I don't understand. Like, to me, that's like, okay, you're going to go right back to sleep. Like, I don't get it.
No, they have strains that wake you up. Yeah.
I mean, don't get it.
I've had plenty of experience in the cannabis world, and but my whole point is, though, if you're counting on that to have a good mood or be productive, what happens when the stuff runs out? Ah! You go running to the dispensary.
That's a dependency, and that's not healthy.
That's my point.
That's another right. Big ticket item. That's another expensive little habit.
Yeah,
it's like expensive habit.
Coffee can be too. There's people I know that, man, don't even talk to them until they've had 2 cups of coffee.
Right.
Not 1, 2.
Yeah.
Now, I have my espresso in the morning right before I go to the gym. And, because I'm usually at the gym around 5:36, get it knocked out of the way.
He likes to set the alarm at 4:40.
The espresso just lets me go, and
that's just because the gym opens at 5.
But exactly right.
You like to
he likes to get there at 5.
Right, but it also sets the energy for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But too much coffee is not good either. I mean, that's another drug.
Yeah, I don't drink it.
So. You know what has helped me in the weight loss and feeling better? And this is how stupid I've been about it, and I forgot. I'm drinking a lot more water than I have been.
That's good.
I have the jug in my office, and I try and drink 2 of those a day.
Wow, that's good.
I didn't even think about that crap months ago, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, but I found that I was being dehydrated.
Yeah.
How much soda were you drinking before?
I'm not really a soda guy. What I would drink a lot of are the carbonated, flavored but no sugar in it.
The waters?
The LaCroix and stuff.
Yes.
I love those things.
Yes. I do love them, but who knows? Maybe that bubbly stuff is not good for. I don't know.
I think it's got some sweetener in it. That's
Yeah,
probably
it
not
has
the
a
healthiest thing in the
sweetener.
world,
Right.
Those
But my whole
big
point
sweeteners.
is because I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm drinking water.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit what anyone thinks whether I'm not drinking or not, because that's their problem, right?
Yeah. You do it for you.
I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
But I found that drinking more water has helped me lose weight, feel fuller. It's something so simple that
Yeah.
I was neglecting for a long time.
Yeah.
And
It's better for your skin.
I guess so. Yeah.
You pee more.
Yeah, it's
good.
That definitely I've been doing. So
Yeah.
that part about it, I don't know. And then also, the other thing is try not to eat. Well, I can't be you. A big meal in one sitting, unless you're Marla Brodsky. Is there a worm inside of you that's taking it all?
There's gotta be, man. Just good Lord. No. She's not joking about ordering half the menu.
She really
It depends
goes
how
for
hungry
it,
I
right?
am.
She's hungry. Like
I'm
tonight,
hungry.
after this, we're gonna go to dinner for our anniversary.
And she's gonna
I'm expecting this size table just full.
No. We'll just get a few
I
things.
gotta witness this. You're really that much of a gavone, as they say in
I
Italian?
do like to eat my favorite people are saying to me, what's your favorite meal? And I say a buffet. Because I love a buffet. First of all, I like taking bites of everything. So like for me, if I order a bunch of things, it's not because I'm really going to eat every single thing that's on the plate, but I will eat some of every little thing that's on the plate. So like I really love buffets because I like trying everything. I do not like committing to a menu item. I have a tough time committing to a menu item.
Look, I'm thinking just the non-alcohol and more water alone is going to help me keep dropping weight. But in addition to that, I want to keep exercising and watch what I eat. I'm not, if I really want something, I'm going to eat it. But I'm just trying not to go crazy. Like, I'm telling you, my favorite junk food really is pizza and chicken wings.
Oh yeah. We're on pizza kicks sometimes.
That every day.
Me too.
My
I love it.
palate would be like, some of you listen like, oh, that's disgusting. No, it's not.
Do you know what my favorite pizza
it's
is
not.
right now? And
What?
everyone's gonna poo all over me.
What?
Well, first of all, let me start off by
like a
saying,
cracker, right?
just like a cracker. But
like
let
a
me
cracker.
start off by saying,
What, really thin?
Yeah.
I love thin crust.
I like thin
Domino's
crust.
thin crust.
Domino's thin crust pizza.
It's like
That's
a cracker.
good, right?
Plug for Domino's.
Really?
I love it. Now, let me say that I just had it for the first time a few years ago.
Really?
Because growing up, I'm from Connecticut. I'm from Woodbridge,
Okay.
Connecticut,
Right.
just outside of New Haven. And if you are familiar with Connecticut New Haven pizza, you know that is, notoriously the best pizza, better than New York pizza, depending on who you
Okay.
ask. Depending on who you ask. But if you Google it, it's a thing. Sally's and Pepe's. And so I grew up on that. So as a kid, I never had Pizza Hut. I never
Sally's
had
and
Papa
Pepe's.
John's. Yeah, I never had Domino's. I didn't have any of that.
Or Pizza Hut.
Never had Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut had the first thin crust, big New York style.
But I never
Pizza Hut was
had-
good back in the day. Now
I
it's-
never
was.
had any of that because we
Okay.
always had Pepe's or Sally's.
Right.
So for me, I never had any of that. And it wasn't until a few years ago.
But now you love Domino's thin crust.
Oh my God, I could eat it every night. I love Domino's thin crust pizza, and I feel like I am the unofficial spokesperson for Domino's
are.
thin crust pizza. Anyone that will listen to me,
Maybe
I
they'll-
tell them.
Maybe they can,
Right.
promote our
I
podcast.
tell them you have to have Domino's thin crust pizza. Like I love it. Anytime that I have the option of eating it, we're like we don't know what to
so
eat.
excited talking about it too.
I do. I love it because it's like a cracker. It's not even
I
like
told you it's good.
I'm telling you, it's like a cracker. It's not even like
So you
bread.
feel less guilty, right? So
You
it's
can eat
like,
the whole damn pizza. It's like it's like matzah. If anyone out there is Jewish knows what matzah is, like it's the thing you
I'm
eat at
not
Passover.
Jewish and I know what matzah
Yeah, some
is.
people don't. Some people don't know what you didn't know what matzah
didn't
was.
know what-
He didn't
You
know what
didn't know
matzah was.
matzah?
Some people don't know matzah. Matzah is like unleavened bread. It's like this thin cracker, and
Right.
that's what
That's
to
right.
me that's what Domino's thin crust pizza is like. It's like this thin cracker. It's crunchy. It's delicious.
Do they
Oh my
pile
God,
it
it's
with
good.
a lot of cheese?
They put cheese. We get all different flavors, but like,
All right.
and I don't like too many toppings on my pizza because then like you can't really taste each one. It just becomes a junk pile. But I like 2 toppings on the pizza, 3 at most. But I like green pepper and onion. as one pizza. I like the one that you liked. The bacon and pineapple was really good, or ham and pineapple, the Hawaiian. That was kind of new to me.
You know, a lot of
I
New
love
Yorkers
pepperoni.
are like,
I know.
can't put pineapple on pizza.
Yeah,
It's
they don't know
good.
what they're talking about.
It's good. That little sweet and
Tastes
savory
good,
thing.
tastes good.
That's their problem, right?
Right,
Listen.
exactly.
Sweet and savory is my jam. So like
Just
that
like
was
some
good.
people say, you never put ketchup on a hot dog.
What?
Like if you're from Chicago,
I know they do
you
the yellow
can't.
mustard.
You
I know.
gotta do mustard only.
I like 'em
but
both.
in New York, they had that red onion sauce.
Oh, I love that. It's like the red onion. It's like
That's
the
probably my
like the red
third
relish, too.
other junk food besides a good burger, of course. But Nathan's hot dogs, which they sell at Publix, you know,
yes.
the natural casing probably has stuff that will stay in your body for like years, you know, that never comes out.
Are you a sauerkraut guy?
Sometimes, you
I
know.
love sauerkraut on a dog.
I like if I can mix sauerkraut with the red onions and a little mustard. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Oh, it's so
Sprinkle,
good.
maybe, you know.
It's so good. I love that. But back to the
Making me
toppings.
hungry.
Back to the
Jeez.
toppings on the pizza. I also like pepperoni, banana pepper, jalapeno. It's another good one.
Now that sounds like a pretty good combo.
That's a good one.
I got a better combo, but you don't like it.
What?
What's
It's
yours?
too many toppings. It's the bacon, the pineapple, and then you have banana peppers and jalapenos on that.
It's just too many. It's too many.
Too many toppings, but it's amazing.
Too many toppings. I like two
Listen,
toppings.
but the truth also is, especially New York pizza, if it's made well, I just like cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's
I
made
said that.
well, like in New York,
Yes.
oh my, because they have the grande mozzarella,
Mm-hmm.
the water makes the crust taste different,
Absolutely.
and you have that in there.
What is this? The water makes the crust taste.
Yeah,
Everybody says the pizza in Florida tastes like crap because of the water.
Well,
So, like-
they even have that, what's that place?
Bagels,
Brooklyn
too.
Bagel,
Yeah, bagels too.
that they say they import the water.
Really?
Something to do with the fluoride or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But when you make it right, I don't need toppings and stuff. And are we still going, Mr. Producer? We're going
good?
long.
Are we
'cause
all
have
still
so
in our
many,
thing? We're
we
still
had
in-
so many times.
Okay.
So listen.
Oh, should we start wrapping it up? Or
we should probably should.
I don't even
because
know how long we've been talking.
You know, he's got a family to go to.
Oh
for
gosh!
crying
All right,
out
we should
loud.
wrap it up.
So listen, Troy never got back to you about doing.
And he said he wanted to do it. I'm gonna get back to him.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
reach
let's
out to him
you
again.
know, let's think about a location, perhaps, or another guest that'll come in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have September Aubrey. That's her name tomorrow.
Okay, good.
And so at least we have the next 2 weeks to put in there. But let's think of a spot that we can go to, or
Yes.
or someone that can come in here that would be cool. And
Yeah.
Man, if we could find a coupon guru,
Yes.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna put
Don't
that
you
out
think
there.
people? I want to know.
I would like to know how to save
how
money.
can I save money
Yes.
in my food
For
bill?
some reason, he seems to think that I'm the coupon guru, but I'm not. I only find the ones
My
from the
mom,
Stuart Living magazine.
My mom,
You're
I
just
should
more than
ask
me.
her.
More than him, yes.
More than me.
But listen,
Right.
because things are so expensive, I think I want to know.
And it's
you have an
fun.
upside?
It's fun.
No, what is
it's
that?
fun
Is
to
that-
You don't have-
save.
It's an app. You get like cash back.
Oh, you know what? Send him a referral
Yeah,
thing.
I'll send you a referral.
Okay.
I'll give him your number.
It's called Upside.
It's upside.
Yeah.
Get like today, I got 7 cents off a gallon of gas at Racetrack.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
what happens is you
cash
put
back.
it in, you get cash back, and then you can use that for like Amazon gift cards to
All
restaurants.
right, I'm gonna have to
stores,
look
all
at
kinds
that
of
because
stuff.
I
Also-
definitely.
When you're making reservations,
Yeah.
open table, they'll give you points. And then when you reach a certain number of points, you trade that in for gift cards.
Really?
Yes.
Well, there you have it. Let's see if we can get somebody in. So,
Yeah.
I think we're officially caught up. These
Yes.
2 months have flown by.
Flown by.
And we'll do something next week
Yes.
or the week after. And
We'll figure it out.
so, hey, great seeing you too.
Good seeing you.
And
You
I'm
look
glad
great.
you're doing well. Thank
Thank
you. You
you.
both look great as well.
Thank you.
You
Thank
look
you.
happy.
We're very happy. I will
Yeah.
say, like, we wake up every morning
Yeah.
and are like, oh my God, we're so happy. Like,
That
even
is
when
not
great.
the way she wakes up. She's like, oh, the alarm.
Feed me.
No.
Feed me.
No, that starts after the gym.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm starving.
Feed
but
me.
No, like John, I will say, John is like such a romantic. Like every morning, he will send me at least 4 or 5. What do you call them? Memes or like these loving things, these like words of like love and adoration to me. And I sit there and I cry when I read them. Like they bring tears to my eyes. They're so loving and tear jerking every single morning since
I don't know why she cries. I don't cry.
I cry. And it's
Hey
like
man, you're spot on. Us guys need to remember that.
Well,
stuff.
you don't want her to forget how you feel about her.
Yes.
Because like you were talking earlier, the guys are like, oh, are you happy in your marriage? Or are you happy you're the boyfriend? Like the guy's trying to creep in. Yeah. If she questions how you feel about her, maybe she'll let somebody creep in. And
he never lets me forget how in love with me he is.
Just so, maybe years ago, but I'm just so past even desiring that. I have some friends that they're like dating multiple women, and I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? It's a pain in the butt. It's hard enough to get along with one. Mm-hmm. You're juggling 4 or 5? Yeah, it's great. Yeah. No, it ain't. No,
I don't want that for my life anymore, and neither does he. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if somebody wants that,
as long as they're open and everyone knows.
As long as everyone knows, it's fine. But I don't want that.
See, that's where
it's not. That's where it's not fair and it's not good, and then you're hurting somebody, and that's bad karma.
You gotta be honest about
it. How do you juggle several people, and you're telling them, hey, I like you and all, but, I'm seeing 4 or 5 other people,
Well, you're honest about it.
It's called spinning plates.
We were honest. We were honest about that.
I was spinning plates. I think when on our, within the first week we went on our first date, I think I had 4 other dates that week. And then that first month, I was dating 3 or 4 other people.
I'm just too busy to even think about that stuff.
But because listen, after a first date, you're not going to commit to somebody right away because you don't know. So when you are... dating and you're open about it. Yeah, I'm seeing other people, whatever. The cream rises to the top. Like,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
if she's really interested in you, she's gonna say, hey, for a little bit, I'm gonna put up with this to try to let you get to know me more, and
she'll call you back the next day.
Yes, exactly. That, by the way, I am like horrified at that.
No, I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
I don't think it's nice.
It's not nice. She should at least respond.
You should always respond. You should always go. I do not believe in ghosting. Like, I will tell you.
So many people ghost. You have no idea.
I do not believe in ghosting.
It's like, this is not just relationships. In business and life, people just ghost.
It's rude.
Yeah, I know.
It is rude. It's, what's the word? It's cowardly.
Yeah.
I'd rather tell someone to their face where we are,
right?
So they know.
Yeah.
I'm not. There's no ambiguity from me. Sometimes it's a little too. I got to learn to tone it back because not everyone can accept transparency, and sometimes my delivery could be a lot nicer. And this is just self-evaluation. I'm working on enjoying more and being pissed off less.
Good.
That's really
good.
That's what I want. That's what I am doing. It's not wanting. You either do something in life or you just think about it.
You know what? When you say I can't, that's what you're really saying is I won't.
I won't, exactly. So
I tell my kids
there's
that all the time.
Uncomfortable thing that comes up because unless you're uncomfortable, you're not going to do anything to change.
Right.
That guy who invented the toilet got tired of walking out to the outhouse.
Yep.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to fix this problem here. I know that's a crude example, but it's true.
Yeah.
He got tired of walking to the outhouse. The person who was fat and obese all their life, they finally said, enough. I'm not doing this anymore. Mm-hmm. And they did something. That person who was drinking too much.
Yep.
I'm so tired of waking up feeling like crap. I'm going to do something about this.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but it's work. So anyway, let's think about where we're going to be next. Great seeing you
Good
too.
Seeing you.
I'm glad you're doing well.
Yes, I'm glad we're back on track.
I think our producer can come back so he can go back to his family. Folks, thanks for listening in, all 3 of you, and we'll talk to you next week, all right?
Bye. Oh, and thanks to our guest, John.
And John.
Thank you, John.
You were in the hot seat. You did good.
You did good.
You guys didn't talk to me much. I just kind of... I didn't have to answer any rough questions.
I was your wingman. Don't worry about it. You're good.
Right, it's good.
All right, we'll see you next week, folks. Bye.